Welcome to Cinema Outlaws, and I'm going to be talking about Death Note, the live-action adaptation of the anime series. And it's directed by Adam Wingard, who is known for his work on The Guest, Your Next. He also did the Blair Witch movie, not recently, and now he's doing this. And after that, he's going to be doing King Kong vs. Godzilla. So, what are we having in store for this anime adaptation? I went online and I saw there's a lot of people kind of hating on this for not staying true to its source material. I went in watching it for what it is, on its own merits. It's like trying on new shoes. You put on new shoes, you walk around in them, and you see how they fit. I think Adam Wingard was a good fit for this movie. I like the guy who played Light. I like the guy who played L. And I thought Willem Dafoe as Raikou was a good pick because he sounded like a demon. I thought the computer graphics for Raikou was good. As you can see, I'm not familiar with the cartoon, and I think that's why I went in fresh in this movie. I went in kind of seeing for what it is, and I didn't really have any backdrop to how it should be. Sometimes when you go in to see things how they should be versus how they are, kind of dilutes your criticism on how the movie should be. But truth be told, I liked the acting in this movie. I thought there was a lot of ideas, there was a lot of world building in it. Let's get into the story. The story is we have Light, who is he's a very smart kid. He does homework for other people in the school, and he gets beat up by the bullies. And when this Death Note drops next to him, he decides to check it out and see what it's about. And it turns out to be this book that comes with a demon, and you pretty much become the god of death. You write in a name, and then you get to pick how they die. It's kind of like a selective Final Destination type of thing, where anything can happen, any freak accident, and then the consequences don't come back to you because you weren't there and nobody saw you do it. That is until he gets a little too cocky. He starts to become like I said, a death god. He goes around killing tyrants, terrorists, sexual predators, and murders. And he goes online, and then someone finally catches on, and that character is L, and he's played by Lakeith Stanfield, who was in Get Out, and he was good in this movie. I liked him as L. He's very quirky. I realize his character played a huge part in the anime because whenever I look at Death Note, his character L seems to be the fan favorite. So I could see where people kind of feel like this part was downplayed, and I'm like not too bothered by that. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the source material, but I do feel Willem Dafoe as the demon character. The soundtrack was awesome. It was very synth. It was very 80s. I really felt it fit in with the dance scene at the high school. It never felt too much like a tweener movie, and that's ultimately why I liked it a lot. It felt like a mixture of Donnie Darko and Final Destination, and there's a lot of elements. Like I said, I do like the director. I like the guy who played Light. He was good. Light Turner, Matt Wolf. I'm not familiar with his work. I like his girlfriend. His dad was good. I recognize him from Boardwalk Empire. The acting was really good, and I wasn't biased for this. Like, when you go into a movie with a lot of source material knowledge, that doesn't mean you get to get a gold medal for knowing what's going to happen. When I see a Spider-Man movie and I read a whole bunch of Spider-Man comics, I don't really, when they make some changes, you just kind of upset, accept what's going on. You accept it and you watch it for what it is. Like, even if they made Spider-Man Miles Morales, you accept that. There's things when they Americanize something, it's hard to say it was whitewashing when they made a character black and they made another character white. They mixed it up. I think it was a fair source of mixing up. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought there was a lot of negative around this movie. Like, there's a lot of people, they say they dislike it in hoping of approval, who are other Death Note fans, and they're kind of like, stepping back, kind of as a badge of courage, saying that they completed other episodes of the show. It's like when a Spider-Man fans, well, I've read, multiple long boxes of Spider-Man, so I should be granted the hierarchy of how this movie gets graded. And, other people are like, you're right, you did watch more episodes. You should get the hierarchy of how this movie's graded. But that's not how you critique a movie. You have to watch a movie in its own merit. So, with that said, I thought it was an awesome movie, and I give it a big thumbs up because I really liked it. And I mean, people who liked it, who hated it, I think you should check yourself, and because I think this is going to be a cult classic down the road. All right, thanks for watching Cinema Outlaw. I'll see you next time on the next episode.